What's up everyone, Brandon Stoko616 here, and today I'll be bringing you my very own Quickdrraw Synchron deck profile. This is an update from the last time I uploaded a Quickdrraw Synchron deck, which was about a month ago, maybe two. It's gotten a lot better, a lot more consistent, but unfortunately, due to the links, it slowed it back down again, but I found a way to incorporate it into the links into the Synchron deck. And without further ado, let's get started. Start with the main deck, monsters. Course, 3 Quickdrraw Synchron. Great, discard 1 card, special summon it. I often pair that with Levelator. I can just get straight into a Jet Warrior, Junk Warrior. Let's put that there. Next, 3 Junk Synchron. When it's summoned, special summon a level 2 low monster from the graveyard. Often I either go for a Doppel Warrior or a Cobalt Hedgehog, or Doppel Warrior, Cobalt Hedgehog. Next, 3 Jet Synchron. Let's count on it. Oh, drop the card. Sorry about this. Jet Synchron. For some reason, these were very hard to get a hold of. I already had one from like back when I was a scrub, playing like a scrub junk synchro deck. The effect that I mostly use for it is discard 1 card, special summon it back to the field. But there is another effect. I think, it's if it's sent to the graveyard as a Synchron material, you can add 1 Synchron monster from the deck to the hand. And finally, a non-Synchron, just for that. If you've got no other players at the beginning of the game. That's it for the tuners. Next is 3 Doppel Warrior. Very handy effect. If it's in the graveyard as a Synchron material, I can special summon 2 tokens. And also, if a monster is special summoned from the graveyard, I can special summon this from the hand. Next, as I mentioned before, also 3 Levelator. There we go. 3 Levelator. Great for the thingy effect. I'm a bit tired. It's the Quickdrraw Synchron effect. Next, Cobalt Hedgehog. 2 Cobalt Hedgehogs. It's great to have like 2 super ones. It's really annoying to have like mix and match rarities. And let's move these up a bit. Move the camera up a bit. Right, 2 Tuning Wire. The effect is this card can be treated as a level 2 when it's used for a Synchro Summon. If this card is sent to the graveyard for a Synchro Summon, draw a card. So if you're using it for like a Formula Synchron, where you control a Teacher Hyper Librarian, you'll be drawing 3 cards off that. I do a lot of deck plays when I'm not in town in Quickdrraw, so yeah, I really like pump out all of the decks like combos. Next is just 3 like miscellaneous Rush Warrior, Dandelion, and a Mathematician. Rush Warrior's effect is basically in the graveyard. Refresh my mind. Probably the effect most people use it for is if it's in the graveyard, you can banish it from the graveyard to add Synchron back to your hand. I've used this before on Jet Synchron and Quickdrraw Synchron. Like if you've got got a Jet Synchron in the graveyard that you've already used for a Synchro Summon, you can banish back to that. Add that back to the hand and save it from being banished the next time you special summon it. Next, Dandelion, pretty simple effect. If it's in the graveyard, special summon 2 fluff tokens. cannot be attributed the turn they ask for summoned. And Mathematician, finally. When this card is normal summon, you can send one level 4 lower monster from your deck to the graveyard. When this card is destroyed, draw one card. The Synchron summon I mostly use that for is probably either well, the combo is I send summon Mathematician, send Dandelion, then, you know, get 2 tokens, then probably summon a Stardust Charge Warrior. Wait, no. Let me rephrase that. It's get 2 tokens, summon a tuner, and go into a level 6 play. Yeah. Right, now on to the spells. A bit uncentered there. There we go. The spells is 2D Synchro, pretty simple effect. Select one face up Synchro monster on the field, send it back to the extra deck, and if the materials are in your graveyard, you can special summon them. I mostly use this on mine, but you can use it on your opponents. And since the materials have to be in your graveyard, they won't get them back. Sometimes I use this on opponents' Crystal Wings, or my friend Ryan got his he plays Black Wings. He got his level 12 Synchro monster out. It's a Blackwing. And I just went, you know, he summons it. I go, de-synchro. And he literally scooped. I was like, GG mate, good one. Next is 3 tuning. This is the main spell in my opinion, like getting your Quickdrraws, your jets, whatever, to your hand. Limit Overdrive. Basic effect is return 1 tuner Synchron monster and 1 non-tuner Synchron monster to the extra deck, and a special summon a Synchron monster with the combined levels of 2, ignoring its summoning conditions. You can only activate 1 Limit Overdrive per turn. Next is just some miscellaneous spells. Dark Hole. Everyone knows Dark Hole, destroy all monsters in the field. Pot of Acquisitiveness. Target 3 banished monsters, shuffle them back into the deck, then draw 1 card. You can only activate it once per turn. 1 day apiece. Each player draws 1 card, and neither player takes damage until the end of the opponent's next turn. Soul Charge. Target any number of monsters in the graveyard, special summon them, pay 1,000 for each. I mostly use this to get like 2 level 5s and a level 2 to get Quasar. Or if you've got Stardust in the graveyard, and just summon it back and summon a level 2, get Shooting Star. Or Stardust Warrior, get Stardust Warrior out. 1 for 1. Just discard 1 monster from your hand to special summon 1 level 1 from the deck. I mostly use this on Level Eater or Synchron? Yeah, Synchron. Reinforcement in the army. And add 1 level 4 low warrior type monster from your deck to the hand. Mostly use that for, well, I can only use that for Rush Warrior or Doppel Warrior. I forget, is thingy as well? Okay, I can. Yeah, or Synchron. Foolish Barrel, send 1 monster from the deck to the graveyard. 2 MST. Yes, and I know this is weird. It's not a misprint, it's just a Sharpie. And 2 traps, I only want 2 traps. Grand Horn of Heaven. It's kinda like Solemn Strike. But you don't have to pay the 1500 life point cost. Your opponent just gets to draw 1. Its effect is, during your opponent's main phase, kind of focus in on it this time. No? During the opponent's main phase, when they would summon a monster, or monsters, negate the summon, and if you do, just destroy that monster. Then your opponent draws 1 card, then end the main phase. Yeah, so you can stop a lot of like pendulum plays with that. Now onto the extra deck. 1 Quasar. I only run 1 for now because it's basically all I can get out. Well, some players that's all I can get out. Then a Shooting Star Dragon, that level 10, level 2, get up that. Get Quasar. Stardust Warrior. Yeah, basic. If you've got no like level 10s to go in, and if you haven't got a status dragon on the field, just go into one. Quickdrraw. Recently got this. When it's synchro summon, that can banish up to one card from each your opponent's hand, field, and graveyard. The card in hand is chosen at random, so that means the opponent chooses it. Crystal Wing. Great card. Unfortunately, it's not from Shining Victories. Really sad about that. Stardust Dragon. El Clasico. Road Warrior. Used it mostly. Well, the effect is once per turn, I can special summon one level 2 or lower warrior or machine type from the deck. So that's Tuning Wear or Jet Synchron I mostly use that for. Alright, that was it for the high levels, from 10 to 8. Now, Stardust Charge Warrior. When it's summoned, draw one card. You can only use this effective Charge Warrior once per turn. This special summon this card can attack all special summon monsters your opponent controls once each. TJ Hyperlibrarian. When a monster is synchro summoned, draw one card. This card must be face up on the field to activate and resolve the effect. Junk Warrior. The original, the OG synchro. When this card is synchro summoned, it gains attack equal to the total attack of all level 2 monsters in the field, and that's a permanent effect even if the monsters leave the field. Jet Warrior, when this card is synchro summoned, you can bounce a card back to the hand. Oh, actually, that's it for the normal synchros. These are the Chino synchros. Axel Synchron, Tatsunoko. Is it Tatsunoko or Tatsunoku? And 2 formula synchrons. Mostly I use this for is to modify the level, so you can send one synchron from deck to graveyard and either increase the level by the sent synchron or decrease the level. Tatsunoku is if this synchro summon monster would be used as a synchro summon material, one monster in your hand can be used as the other material. It's unaffected by other monsters' effects. So I mostly use this with a Tuning Wear to get a TG out. Finally, 2 formula synchron. Basic effect, draw one card. You draw one card when it's special summoned, and you can synchro summon during your opponent's turn. Alright, now with the side deck. Yes, I'm aware there haven't been any link monsters yet, and that's because I've been testing it without the link mechanic in yet. My side deck is Red Dragon Archfiend, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, and Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend. Yes, a lot of Archfiends. I'm thinking of building a Red Dragon Archfiend themed deck. Next is Psyframe Lord Omega, Junk Destroyer, Nature Warrior, and Black Horse Moonlight. The reason I put in the Nitro Warrior is because a lot of times I seem to be able to go into a level 7 and like haven't been able to because I haven't a Nitro Warrior in the deck. And 3 Blackwing Gofus. Gofu the Vikshara. You can special summon this when you control no monsters. When special summons, you can summon 2 tokens. Those tokens cannot be used for a synchro summon or a tribute summon, and cannot be treated. So it's basically just defense really, or can be used for the following. Link Spider. Yesterday was in the side deck, and a lot of people the locals, my locals as you would call it, like to play without links. So I side decked, like, put some monsters that I'd use in my normal synchro deck in the side deck, in order to like accommodate what people want. And 2 Decode Toga. And finally the tokens, of course. I do want all Quickdrraw tokens because I just love the Quickdrraw tokens. And yeah. And yeah, that was my deck profile. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment below the next deck profile you want to see. Well, I can't really just make decks off the bat because I am on like a really tight budget. The next deck profile I'll be doing will probably be a Crystal Beast deck. Anyways, if you did like the video, please smash the like button, leave a comment below, and please don't forget to subscribe. It means a lot. I really do want to make this a bit of like a part-time job, a hobby. Yes, see you later, guys. I still haven't came up with an outro. Is this playing? Okay, it's playing. Yes, and quick note before I forget. I now have a Twitter. Well, I have had it for a while, I just haven't touched it. Right here, BrandonStoko616, and I also have Instagram and Snapchat. My Instagram is Brandon_Stoko, and my Instagram is BStoko616. Just letting you know if you wanted to talk to me like one-to-one, and wanted to like discuss Yu-Gi-Oh, me vlogs, or any other things you wanted to talk about. Yeah, thanks guys.